IELTS Speaking Part 2 topic. Describe one of your neighbors you remember well. Who is this neighbor, and how do you know them? What do you like most about them? How did they help or impact your life? Why do you remember them well?
I would like to talk about one of my former neighbors, Mrs. Elizabeth Thomas, who lived next door to us during my childhood. She was a retired schoolteacher, and her warmth and wisdom left an indelible impression on my life. We became acquainted when my family moved into the neighborhood, and over time, she became like a second grandmother to me. What I liked most about her was her unwavering kindness and generosity. She was the kind of person who would always greet you with a warm smile, regardless of the situation. Her home was a treasure trove of books, and she would often lend them to me, igniting my passion for literature. I remember her introducing me to classics like Pride and Prejudice and Jane Eyre, which opened up new horizons for me. She had an uncanny ability to instill a love for learning in anyone she met, and her enthusiasm was truly infectious. Mrs. Thomas also played a pivotal role in shaping my personality. During my school days, I struggled with public speaking and lacked confidence. Observing this, she took it upon herself to help me. She would patiently coach me on how to articulate my thoughts clearly and even encouraged me to participate in small debates held at her house. Her constructive criticism and encouragement gave me the impetus to improve and eventually excel. I owe much of my current confidence to her unflagging support. I remember Mrs. Thomas well because of her profound impact on my life. She didn't just teach me skills, she taught me values like compassion, perseverance, and the importance of self-belief. When she moved away to live with her children, it was a bittersweet moment. Although she left, her words of wisdom and her positive energy continue to resonate with me to this day. In conclusion, Mrs. Thomas was more than just a neighbor, she was a mentor and a friend. Her influence on my life was so profound that even years later, her memory remains etched in my mind. She is a shining example of how small acts of kindness and guidance can leave a lasting legacy in someone's life.
IELTS Speaking Part 3. Do you think neighbors are important in our lives?
Yes, neighbors play a crucial role in our lives, especially when they are supportive and friendly. They are often the first people we turn to during emergencies or when we need help with something small. Good neighbors can create a sense of community and security, making our living environment more pleasant. For instance, Mrs. Thomas always made me feel valued and cared for, which taught me the importance of kindness and compassion.
How can neighbors help each other in modern society?
Neighbors can help each other by sharing resources, lending a helping hand, or simply being there for emotional support. For example, they can assist with childcare, exchange tools, or look after each other's homes when someone is away. In today's busy world, small gestures like these can strengthen bonds and create a sense of belonging. Such relationships are invaluable during tough times.
Do people still maintain close relationships with their neighbors today?
Unfortunately, in many urban areas, people don't interact much with their neighbors due to busy lifestyles and a lack of time. However, in smaller communities or rural areas, these relationships are still quite strong. While technology has made global communication easier, it sometimes reduces the effort we put into knowing those who live next door. Building good relationships with neighbors can still enhance our lives significantly.
What qualities do you think make a good neighbor?
A good neighbor should be friendly, helpful, and respectful of boundaries. It's important for them to be approachable and willing to offer assistance when needed. For instance, Mrs. Thomas was not only kind but also empathetic, which made her a wonderful person to interact with. Good neighbors create a positive atmosphere in the community and make life more enjoyable for everyone.
How has the role of neighbors changed over the years?
In the past, neighbors often acted as extended family members, helping each other with daily tasks and celebrations. Today, the role of neighbors has become less significant in some areas due to increased independence and technology. However, the need for a strong support system hasn't disappeared, and good neighbors still contribute immensely to a sense of safety and community.
What challenges can arise in maintaining good relationships with neighbors?
Differences in opinions, lifestyle, or noise levels can sometimes lead to conflicts with neighbors. Respecting each other's privacy and addressing issues calmly can help maintain harmony. Open communication is key to resolving misunderstandings before they escalate. For example, Mrs. Thomas always believed in talking things out, which made her a well-respected member of our community.
What can communities do to encourage better neighborly relations?
Communities can organize events like block parties, cleanup drives, or cultural festivals to bring neighbors together. These activities help people connect and foster a sense of togetherness. Providing shared spaces like parks or community centers also encourages interaction. Such initiatives build trust and cooperation, making the community more vibrant and united.
Have you ever had a negative experience with a neighbor? How did you handle it?
While most of my experiences with neighbors have been positive, there was a time when a neighbor complained about noise during a festival celebration. Instead of reacting defensively, my family apologized and explained the situation. This open communication helped resolve the issue amicably. It taught me that being understanding and respectful can prevent conflicts and strengthen relationships. Hope you liked our video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to keep us motivated.